You're watching Netrush Report, where passion meets power on the court. We uncover the untold stories, the emotional battles, and the rise of tennis' brightest stars. From dreamers to legends, we bring you the soul of the sport. Subscribe now, because you don't want to miss what comes next. Tennis Toronto. Under the bright lights and relentless pressure, one man walks into history. With 500 victories carved into the walls of elite tennis, Alexander Zverev just entered a realm that only legends inhabit. Not just a number, but a legacy. Zverev is now the first man born after 1989 to reach 500 wins. A feat no Novak, no Rafa, no Roger achieved at his age. A feat that whispers a truth the tennis world can't ignore. Alexander Zverev isn't just chasing greatness. He might already be there. It wasn't easy. In fact, history rarely is. On Thursday night in Toronto, Alexander Zverev stepped onto the court with a quiet storm brewing inside. Across the net stood Matteo Arnaldi, the young Italian sensation hungry for an upset. What unfolded wasn't just a tennis match. It was a test of legacy. Zverev took early control, breaking Arnaldi to lead 4-2. But as we've seen so often in his career, it wasn't smooth sailing. Arnaldi broke back. The first set turned into an 81-minute dogfight. Tie break. Clutch points. Missed opportunities. It slipped from Zverev's hands, 6-7, 5. For many players, frustration would follow. But Zverev? He activated another gear. The second set was a statement. He broke early again, surged to a 3-0 lead, and never looked back. 6-3. Then came the third. Ruthless. 5 straight games from 1-2 down. Arnaldi's resistance shattered. 6-2. That final shot, a backhand clipping the net, wasn't just the end of a match. It was the punctuation to 500 victories. A feat reserved for a rare few. Alexander Zverev's win tally now reads 500-212. That's a 70.2% career win percentage, placing him among the greatest to ever play. Only 25 men in Open-era history have ever crossed the 500 win line with a .700+ winning percentage. Zverev joins that elite club, standing shoulder to shoulder with icons like Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, McEnroe, and Sampras. And here's the kicker: Zverev is the first man born in 1990 or later to achieve it. Djokovic? Born in 1987. Cilic? 1988, Medvedev, Tsitsipas, Rublev? Not there yet. Zverev didn't just hit a number. He shattered generational boundaries. And he's not done. I still want 500 more, he said with a smile. And you know what? He just might get them. Germany Section 3, German Pride, standing among legends, approximate 600 words. Narrator. In German tennis history, only 2 men had ever reached 500 career wins before Zverev, Boris Becker and Tommy Haas. Becker, 713. Haas, 569. Zverev? 500 and rising. What separates him is not just the company he joins, but the timing. At just 28 years old, he's well on pace to surpass both. Montage: Becker, Haas, then Zverev triumphing in key matches. He's finished top 10 in 7 of the last 8 seasons, with 4 top 4 finishes. He's a 2-time ATP Finals champion, Olympic gold medalist, and Grand Slam finalist. The narrative around Zverev isn't "can he make it" anymore. It's "when does the breakthrough come?" Let's rewind. Alexander Zverev burst onto the scene as a teenage prodigy. Long limbs, thunderous serve, heavy ground strokes. He looked like the future. And for a time, struggled with the pressure of that prophecy. He lost a painful US Open final in 2020 to Dominic Thiem. From 2 sets up. A scar that ran deep. Then came the injury. Roland Garros 2022. A horrific ankle twist in the semi-final against Nadal. Surgery. Rehab. A year of doubts. But champions don't stay down. In 2023, he returned. By 2024, he was climbing again. And in 2025? Zverev looks reborn. The 500th win didn't come from dominance alone. It came from growth. Mental, emotional, physical. That's why this win matters more than just the stat. It symbolizes a return and a warning to the rest of the field. Here's something fascinating. Of the 25 men in history with 500-plus wins and a 70%-plus winning percentage, 23 have won at least one Grand Slam title. Only one exception, Tom O'Kare, who made one major final in 1968. Zverev? One Grand Slam final so far. But the stats suggest history demands that more is coming. He's not just surviving the golden era of tennis. He's outlasting it. With Djokovic nearing the twilight of his career, and Federer and Nadal now legends of the past, the field is open. The crown is waiting. Zverev is the only player with this level of success who hasn't yet lifted a Grand Slam trophy. But the game he showed against Arnaldi? The form he's found in 2025? It screams, soon. While Zverev took center stage in Toronto, another 1997-born phenom quietly hit his own milestone, Andrei Rublev, with his 250th hardcourt win. He beat Hugo Gaston 6-2, 6-3 with commanding precision. Rublev now joins a short list of men born in 1990 or later to reach 250 hardcourt wins. Dimitrov, 318. Medvedev, 309. Zverev, 285. Raonic, 264. Rublev, 250. Only Zverev and Rublev, born in the same year, have both reached this mark. Rublev, like Zverev, has faced his own trials, a dip in form, ranking drops, but like a true warrior, he's fighting back. Finalist in Hamburg. Deep runs at RG and Wimbledon. And now, he's back knocking on the top 10's door. Could 2025 be the year these two finally turn potential into dominance? Zverev's next opponent? Francisco Cerundolo. Number 14 seed. And get this, Cerundolo has beaten Zverev 3 times out of 3. But there's a catch. All 3 wins came on clay. Toronto is hardcourt Zverev's fortress. This is Zverev's chance to rewrite the narrative, break the losing streak, and march toward his first Masters 1000 title since his comeback. Meanwhile, Rublev awaits either Sun Ego or Bouillonchikit. He's hungry to prove Montreal 2024 wasn't a fluke. A strong run in Toronto could solidify his top 10 return and set up a thrilling showdown with Zverev down the line. 500 wins isn't just a number. It's a message. A declaration. That Alexander Zverev belongs not in the shadows of the big 3, but on a path of his own. He's overcome the heartbreak, the injury, the doubt. He's built consistency, developed maturity, and now, with 500 wins in his pocket, he stands on the brink of something even greater. Grand Slam number 1? Masters 1000 domination? World number 1? All within reach. So what do you think? Is Zverev ready to seize his moment? Can Rublev rise with him? Is this the dawn of a new era in men's tennis? Tell us in the comments. Like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. You've been watching Netrush Report, where passion meets power on the court. Until next time, keep your eyes on the baseline. The next legend might already be serving.